Okay, so how much time do we have?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? How am I supposed to tell her everything in 5 minutes?
Come on, please. We don't have all the time.
I'm sorry, let's get on with it. Time is money.
So, we decided to leave.
We took the van and drove to Marseille. We took the boat. No, not that boat. Even that. It's too small. Yeah, that one. The big one. We drove up and down the hills. And then we arrived. We walked a lot.
Walking up and down up on the sun, in the rain, through the course of the wet cracks. We walked so much we were destroyed.
We slept where we couldn't. We met some nice people. You remember the guy from the boat? He was kind of cool. Also this little guy.
This one, he was so sweet.
Yeah, you seemed to like him too the night after.
Oh, come on, it's not the same one. Okay, so we ate, we drank, we danced, we sang. I sing super well, don't I?
Like an angel. Stop!
We forgot to mention where we were.
Oh yeah, good point. We went to Sardinia.
Good times never seem so good. Oh, I've been inclined to believe it never would. Oh, no.
Well, finally we can get back to talking about climbing. We started with a clear idea to repeat some of the hard multi-pitch routes on the island, but the trip was about a lot more than just that. Amico Fragile is essentially a glorious 50-meter twofer. In fact, it's this central pitch that makes the entire route. It's this pitch that inspired the route setter to come all this way and equip the entire thing. We should hit fast forward because this is going to take a while.
Oh bastard, this is me climbing now.
No, don't be offended. I don't mean anything by it. It's dangerous. You have to be slow.
Okay. Have fun.
It's just never ending. I remember being so desperate on my flash, not knowing what was still to come and just hoping and praying that it would turn into jugs. Well, I never did. Just fat, slopey twofer all the way to the chain. I was so happy to flash the route, and after such a big fight.
Oh, thanks. So you give me this shitty pitch. Bad rock, all the danger, no glory, thank you, really.
But it was kind of necessary to make it look good, because we both know I'm a lot more gracious than you. I mean, just look at this section, for example. No hands. Amico Fragile was the more friendly, the more.
For the start, the easiest.
Yeah, you would take it as your introductory hard multi-pitch in Sardinia.
I mean, it's bolted just enough to be comfortable.
Yeah, it's not like you're clipping bolts every meter.
Yeah, but you're never scared, you're never in danger.
And after this, you have a couple more pitches to go to the top. So it's much more gentle. But
Amico Fragile has been made for one pitch.
But I think it's quite logic in part, because not only do they tend to be, a multi-pitch tends to take in the entirety, the wholeness of a cliff. A cliff is something definite, is something finite. Like you have cliffs like this, cliffs like that, and the multi-pitch will embody these values because it takes in every meter of that entire cliff. You take all the good points, all the bad points, and all the in between. Equipping multi-pitch seems like a very personal adventure.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
can
2
vary.
routes bolted, but that would be interesting. We've been doing 3 routes by three different bolters, and I would like really to know if 2 routes by the same guy would be more similar.
Yeah.
I guess so.
After making Medjodjous di Fuoco, we started to realize that each route is the expression of the character of the bolter. So Medjodjous is much more tough, much more proud,
but still quite approachable. The hiking is quite short, and the situation is constantly beautiful. You're looking out over the Mediterranean, and just wow.
This route is very different from Amico Fragile. For a start, it's bolted much further. You really have to climb between the section, and you get big falls. It's much more adventurous. And then every pitch is hard. We had to fight so much. It's like a siege. You just go for it all the time, and you have to be patient. But at the end, we kept on fighting all day, and we made it. As soon as I put my hands in the first pitch, I realized that it was so stressful because Medjodjous is long and lots of super hard pitch, so I knew that every single try would count. So even in 7A+, I was like, oh my god, I must not fall.
Which was kind of worrying for me, belaying you on the 8B pitch, seeing you make really slow progress, and muttering to yourself how it was so hard. I was definitely not so psyched to go up it.
It took me forever to figure out the moves.
But the sequence is super complex.
Yeah, this is kind of super weird first crux, and then there's a dino. So unfair, you don't even have to do the dino.
Which for you is quite wild. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with making use of your natural assets. I'm big, I don't need to jump.
I was thinking this morning about Aria and comparing with my memories of Medjodjous, and the how do you say, the color of the memory is completely different. It's not one is better or one is the other. It's just that every route, every multi-pitch route has a very special character.
Aura.
aura,
Like a soul, yeah.
a soul, I think. But I don't know. It's like in Medjodjous, I remember really the way I was feeling, like quite attacking the route, like really fighting, dominating.
Aria is way more intimidating than the other routes we've done.
But
I don't
same
think
time, it's not
Intimidating doesn't
cold.
quite...
It's
Yeah.
sunny and warming, and it's basically you can't describe it. The only way to describe a route is to go in it and have the experience. And it's even going to differ depending on you, depending on the weather, depending on the length of the day, how many peaks you're gonna meet at the base of the cliff. It just seems tomorrow we go back to spot climbing. It's gonna seem so
It's like
meaningless.
like a rest day. Yeah, completely. So of all the climbing we did in Sardinia, Aria was definitely the wildest animal. The place is completely out there. You can only access it via boat, and when you're on the wall, you have to go to the top. The thing is so steep, and the bolts are so far apart, that coming down is not an option. When we first heard about the route, we thought it would be a quick tick, and when you look at the topo, it doesn't seem so bad. 8A plus max, just 2 of those pitches. We thought it would be something we could do in a day, and probably on site. And after a while, talking with Pietro, he became more and more concerned to come with us to the thing, to come and try it with us. And at first we thought it was just because he wanted to share the experience with us again, of us coming to visit his baby. But in the end, I think it was because he feared we were just going to get stuck, or at worst, probably kill ourselves on the thing.
Yeah, I think these anyway are the thinnest.
7.7.
Yes, but really thin. A real 7.7.
Introduction to Aya. 60 plus, but I'm scared. Because I know. I mean, it's easy, but of course you have a bit of breaky rock. And because it's easy, it's Pietro's logic. It's easy, and you don't have to fall.
In the evening we had this perfect traditional Italian meal organised by Pietro. It essentially consisted of 5 kilos of sausage and a giant jar of Nutella.
I thought, oh, Aria, looks cool. It's over the sea, it's gonna be a nice looking. So first we were like, well, we can try to on-site it. And then we asked for more information. He's like, maybe I come with you, you know?
They kept saying, but you need to know, this is not sport climbing. It's more alpine.
Yeah, you said 40 to 45 meters. So 6 pits is between 7 and 8 meters between each bolt.
Yes, but this is what you need to be safe enough. to be almost safe.
Safe enough is always relative.
But still,
Depending
It's
on your
always
level.
it's always relative, yes.
still, it's so safe that he doesn't let me belay James.
Yeah.
If you get stuck on the road,
Yeah.
if you cannot rappel, that's quite bad.
That's what we were discussing about.
And then after one of the wettest, most humid nights I can remember, we wake up above the clouds. Unfortunately, I was still feeling a little delicate,
Delicate? You were going to the bush every 5 minutes. Your face was completely white.
but that's just because I'm English, you know? The white skin, not the bushes. The bolts on it are so far apart, and in fact, a lot of the pictures, I approached them more like I would a dangerous trad route. When I was starting off below, sat on the belay, you'd have to be psyching up, looking at the run out, trying to work out where the dangerous bits would be, where you could and couldn't fall off. It was definitely not sport climbing.
Wow, check out the run out!
You can't imagine how pumped I was here. Just praying that I can hold it together for the last section, but the thought of having to climb the entire route again is more than I can bear. On top of everything, one of the most enjoyable aspects of Aria was spending the entire time with Pietro. He was there on every belay, waiting for us, offering encouragement as you would approach the chains, and really firing you up. And to climb the entire route with him, and stand on the summit together, was a experience that will stay with me for a long, long time.
At the end, we went to Sardinia to explore the world of multi-pitch. We really learned a lot. We climbed amazing routes. The three of them are completely unique. On one rest day, we even went to Goroice. It's an easy multi-pitch. That was super fun as well. Just chilling in the sun and discovering this amazing multi-pitch in a unique place.
Everybody climbing together, just bullshit with friends on an easy day. Doesn't get much better than that.
So that was Sardinia. We did run after baby pigs. We discovered a wild island in the middle of Europe.
We had adventures, tasted pig tongue, rotten cheese, and loads of meat.
For sure, we will come back.
With a brand new drill.
So, this is not a goodbye.
It's an arrivederci.